All right, welcome back with example 4 recycling application. So approximately 14 20-ounce plastic drink bottles must be recycled to produce 1 square foot of carpet. So we're just going to write an expression for the number of bottles needed to make C square feet of carpet. So we want to know the number of bottles total number of bottles. All right, so the total number of bottles, if you want to make 1 square feet, would be 14 times 1, right? Square foot. But what if we wanted to make 2 square feet? Well, that would be 14 plus 14, which I think would be 14 times 2, right? And 14 times 2 would end up being 28. And that would be 14 bottles. If we want to make 3 square feet, then we need to go 14 plus 14 plus 14, which is the same thing as 14 times 3, which ends up being 42 total bottles. So there we have our little expression right there, 14, and C is the number of square feet of carpet, so 14C. So that would be the expression right there, 14C. So this next question asks, find the number of bottles needed to make 40, 120, and 224 square feet of carpet. So we have our little expression right here, 14C. And we're gonna figure out, well, how many bottles do I need to make 40 square feet of carpet? So I'm gonna stick 40 in for C. I'm going to do that work over here and do that little multiplication problem. 0 times 4 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. So I'm just going to skip here. 4 times 4 is 16. Carry the 1, write the 6, carry the 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So I would put 40 in for C, which is the work I did, for a total of 560 bottles. All right, let's do the next one right here. 14 times 120. I'm going to go over here and do that work. 120, put the bigger number on top. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. Move to the tens place, so I have to put a 0 there. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Add these numbers up. 0 plus 0, 0, 8, 6, 1. So that's my answer. It's a lot of bottles, 1,680 bottles. All right, let's do the last one here. If you want to make 224 square feet, how many bottles would we need? So I'm going to go ahead and do that right here. 224 times 14. 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 4 times 2 is 8. Now I'm in the tens place, add a 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Add the numbers up. That's 10, 11, 3. So 3,136 total bottles. Wow. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Check it out, example 4. It says, the cost of a party is $550. The price per person depends on how many people attend the party. So write an expression for the price per person if P people attend the party. Okay, so let's think about it. If the total party costs $500, how much is it for one cost if just one person goes? Well, it would be just $500, right? Okay. What about the cost is $550? Well, $550. What if 2 people go? Well, how do we figure out that cost? Well, we just divide it by 2, right? And that would be, you know, half of 500 is 250. Half of 50 is 25. So it would be $275 per person. That's an expensive party. What happened with if 3 people went? Well, then we divide it by 3. So what this is doing is it's leading us to how do we figure this out for P people? Well, we don't know the number of people, but we know that the expression is going to be 550 divided by the number of people, which is P. Okay, and that's going to give us the price per person. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use that down here, then find the price per person if 25, 50, and 55 people attend the party. So I'm going to write the little expression here, 550 divided by P. And first we're going to go 550 divided by 25. We're going to substitute 25 in for P. So we're going to do that division over here on the side. 550 divided by 25. Does 25 go into 5? No. Does 25 go into 50? Yes, it does. How many times? 2. 2 times 25 is 50. So I write that there, and we subtract. 5 take away 0 is 5. 5 take away 5 is 0. Okay, there's a remainder. It's less than 25. That's good. So I drop down the 0 here. And then I ask myself, how many times does 25 go into 50? And it goes in twice. 2 times 25 is 50. Subtract. Boom, no remainder. So that's our answer. If 25 people go, the price per person will be $22. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and figure out, well, what would it be if 50 people went? So what would the cost be? So 550 divided by 50. So let's go over here. We're going to do some more long division. 550 divided by 50. Okay, does 50 go into 5? No. Does 55 go into 55? Yes, it does. One time. 1 times 50 is 50. We subtract, and we get 5, which is less than 50, but there's a remainder, so we need to drop this down. 50 goes into 50. 1 times 50 is 50, no remainder, we're done. So that cost for 50 people is $11 per person, which is way better than 22. All right, so let's see what would the cost be per person if 5 more people attended and it was 55 people. So let's go ahead and 550 divided by 50. All right. Let's go over here and do the long division. 550 divided by 50. Oh, it's 55. I'm sorry. Divided by 55. Okay. 55 doesn't go into 5. Does 55 go into 55? Yes, it does. 1 time. 1 times 55 is 55. There's no remainder. So then we drop this down. Does 55 go into 0? It does not. 0 times 55 is 0. And no remainder, so that's it. So there you go, $10. So that's what the price would be if 55 people attended per person. All right, great. Well, great job. Go ahead and start working on your homework. If you have any questions, please reach out to me in class or during my office hours. All right, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later. Bye.